secret to internet traffic. Internet traffic is, sweet word. Whom of you wants to get or build internet traffic? Okay, so this presentation today is actually about what internet traffic is, how to get it, and why you should not focus on internet traffic. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So, internet traffic for most people, and like I've seen just before, is like the holy grail of internet marketing, the holy grail of what you could do with your business online. And actually, that's also what I always thought. I always thought, yeah, I need to get traffic. Traffic is the most important metric, the most important thing I need to look at. And me and traffic, we have a pretty long love story, I would say. Like in 7th grade, I started with my online business journey. Like I did my first website in 7th grade, and then I've never stopped since, and I got into freelancing later, doing web design and graphic design, and went on to work in agencies and learned about online marketing, about the possibility to not only build websites, but the possibility to reach a wide audience, the World Wide Web. And yeah, I got really passionate about that. I got so passionate that I almost lost my sanity about traffic. So traffic is a really, it's a beast. And yes, so the thing about traffic is like, what is traffic for, maybe for those of you who don't know the word? Internet traffic is a word for people who see your service, your product, or your project online. So that means it can be someone who visits your website, and it can also be like someone who comes to a certain page of your website, or in general, someone who sees something from you on another place, like on YouTube or on a social media website like Facebook and so on. The thing I love about traffic is actually 3 points. Internet traffic is really reliable. So you can go out there, you can buy it, and you can measure it. You always know what you get. And it's not like offline advertising where you don't know how many people have seen your stuff or what you do. You can always measure it. The other thing that I love about internet marketing is it's really cheap. I mean, really, really cheap and inexpensive. And the word cheap, I would say cheap because you can buy things like pop-up traffic. It's also a form like traffic, and you can buy a pop-up traffic like for 1 cent per view. So everyone could get into that kind of traffic. And also more sophisticated traffic sources like, I assume you all know Google. There you normally pay higher fees, or on Facebook you also pay higher fees, but it's always really, you can always afford it, even if you're a kid. And measurable, sustainable, and affordable. This is David. David is a 43-year-old coach. He's a really successful coach, actually. He has coached a lot of clients in the personal development area, and he also really likes to go to concerts in his free time. He plays golf. He has 2 kids and a wife. He's married, and his net worth is about 200,000 a year. And David is a persona. And a persona actually is what you should do before you even think about traffic. A persona is actually the ideal customer that you imagine for your product. So you think about his demographics. So how old is he? How does he look like? You think about his psychographics, like what language does he use, and how does he talk with his customers? To what words does he react? And then you also want to find out like where is he, like what magazines does he read, which events does he go to. So, and when you have all this data, all this information about your ideal customer, and maybe also the income, I left out the income part, then you can really know which person you want to target. And only then internet traffic actually makes sense, because everyone is on the internet. And today we have the possibility to target a person exactly on the persona you are projecting. That means, we'll come later on to that, but what that actually means is that when you have like really this specific character, you can go out there, you can go on Facebook, and you can put in like a checklist, this specific character there, and Facebook will actually show for you all the people that have exactly that, like who are married, who have 2 kids, who have a net worth of 200,000 or more, of people who also go on concerts, and you can combine them. But before we get into how to make use of this kind of persona, and I assume and I hope if you have projects, you all already did that. There are three types of internet traffic out there. So there is owned traffic, also called owned media. There is earned media, and there is paid media. Let's start with the owned media. Owned media is everything that you own, that you can generate traffic with from yourself. So that can be your website, that can be your email list, and so on. I'll get into this with examples of Journey to Real Life, of the company, of the organization I'm building right now. So the thing about owned traffic is that you have a traffic source where when we put out a blog post, we have thousands of people worldwide who read our blog posts, and you can put in there the message of your company, you can put in there what you're actually selling, and you are always in control of the owned traffic. And what gives you even more control with owned traffic is this thing called email. I assume you have all heard about it, but most of the people still ignore it. As email has been around there for a really long time, it's reliable. People, or almost everyone has an email address, but not everyone reads it, yes. But you can get email addresses of your customers, and after that you have a traffic source with which you can decide on, what do I want to promote today? Okay, I want to promote this product I have. And with one click, you can send out your message to thousands of customers, and everyone will get there. You can see how many of these customers opened it, how many of them read the emails, and so you have really a traffic source you own. So if you don't have an owned traffic source yet, I recommend to you to do that right now. And then we have the earned media part, and earned media is that what most people talk about, what most people think about when they talk about traffic. Earned media is everything that you earn. That means that you don't own the traffic source, but for example, you create a viral post, like this one is about 13 documentaries that could change your life. You create a post that is so attractive to the people that they are willing, like your owned media sources are willing to share it with their friends, with their customers. And like this, in this example, we created like 2,800 shares. And creating a share doesn't mean that just one person saw it. Creating a share means that he saw it, and maybe 10 or 20 or even hundreds of his friends also saw it. And that's really what you want to do. You want to earn your traffic. The key to earned media is doing really content that changes your audiences, that has the possibility to change your audience's lives, that has the possibility to make them more money if you're a business, or also the possibility to give them what they want to support, like if you're a charity. I actually forgot the thing about the key about owned media. The key to owned media is owned media is evergreen, so you will have that for maybe 10 years. Social media platforms can come, social media platforms can go, but you will always have your own media source. And well, the key to that is that it has to be beautiful. And maybe, I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Maybe for you, this one isn't that beautiful, but for me it is. And it creates trust with your customers, and it creates long-term trust. And that's what you want to do with your owned media. With your earned media, like I already said, you want to create something that pulls the people. And that's also what we talk about when we talk about owned media. Like there is the push marketing you can do, like you shove what you want to say into the mouth of the people you want to reach, or you create pull marketing and you create something that is so attractive that people want to come to you. And like the second key to earned media is actually partnerships. And partnerships is also that what will give you the fastest kind of traffic that is out there if you want to create free traffic. So, like in this example, we had a video that was that we actively went out to other media channels and we wrote them up and told them, yeah, we have this piece of content. I think it can be really valuable to your audience. Please share it. And they shared it. There were a lot of like Swiss newspaper agencies who shared it with their audiences, and like here in the example of Blick am Abend, and in the end of the day, we shared it worldwide, and in the end of the day, we had about like 77,000 views from one video, and like about 180 people reached who saw this message, and that's like much more than the inhabitants of Bern. And you see, it's a free traffic source. It's created with partnerships, just chatting people up, asking them, hey, I think this could be interesting with your audience, and would you please share it? And as it's not a push marketing channel, but a pull marketing channel, they will also, and if the people you write up are also attracted about what you're giving them, this will be the result. And then we come to the paid traffic channel, and paid traffic is actually the most attractive of all of them, because I said like own traffic you can control, but I would say paid traffic you can control even more, because the sweetest thing or the magic behind paid traffic is it's unlimited. Just to give you an example, I assume you've all seen banner ads around the internet, and for most people it's not the most effective advertising channel, but there are multiple trillions, like not millions or billions, but multiple trillions of people seeing banner ads of the Google advertising network every day. And the Google advertising network is just one network of all the advertising networks out there. I mean, it's not even the main business for Google. And yeah, so whatever you are doing, whatever project, whatever organization, whatever business you have, be assured there is an unlimited source of traffic out there that you can tap into. I want to show you the example of Facebook, because Facebook advertising is what I would recommend to you right now, today, in this moment, if you want to create fast results. And what you can do with Facebook, I already explained it before. You can type in all the demographics, all the psychographics. You will get about, like, you can also define it on the place, like where you want to reach these people. I have countries here, but you can also do like not just cities, but also city areas in some cities. And then you have an estimation of like, here I was marketing to about 4,600,000 people. And 4,600,000 people who met the exact criteria I wanted to reach. And you can imagine how long you can sell to these people, and how many potential you have to with your organization and with your audience. And here also a personal example. Like I don't do I'm right now I'm building another organization called Journey to Real Life, what I showed you before, and I don't do paid traffic for them. But here's the example of something I was doing before, and I was selling fitness products, And with paid traffic, it's called paid, but paid traffic can actually be free. And what I mean with paid traffic can be free is that you can create a lead magnet, like a lead magnet is this one. That's a concept called like this because you create, similar to the earned traffic, a product that is really attractive to your target audience. Like a lot of people struggle to go to the gym, so I created a product called Never Miss a Gym Day Again. And I was assured, and I already knew because of the research, that people in the fitness market, in the fitness industries, in these countries I targeted, in that age range, will really want this ebook. So what I did is I created a campaign on Facebook where in their news feed, so not somewhere as like a banner ad or something, but really where the people see it, I created a banner ad where the people could directly download this. And the results of this were actually amazing because as it's a paid traffic source, I already showed you there were like almost 5 million people potential I could reach. I stopped at 13,000 people I reached, and I only paid like 50 cents per lead. I mean, what would you do? Just imagine, what would you do if you could pay 50 cents to get a customer? Like, not just any customer, not like, I don't know, a 12-year-old kid who saw this ebook and he wants to try it, but he doesn't have the money to pay for your product. I mean, like the exact customer you were targeting. And that's actually the magic of paid traffic. And about this possibility to paid traffic can actually be free. That's the last point I want to get to you, because I said traffic is really amazing, but you shouldn't focus, you shouldn't get your attention too much on traffic in general. You can always get traffic, it's inexhaustible. So what is really important is that you have a really great product, you want to get to the people, and actually that's what matters, because you can sell everything in the world, you can sell everything people buy, and all you need to do, all you have to do is to think about what do you want to get out to the world. And I actually had an epiphany about this, and also and it was not only that, but also the monetary aspect of this. Just imagine, like with these paid traffic sources, you pay 50 cents per click, and then it's your customers. You know, it's owned traffic. You own this traffic. It's like your direct community you can communicate with instantly. And with that, you can do this anytime, like you paid once, but you can communicate with them over the years. And I got more and more introduced into this concept called customer lifetime value. And anything, if you're an offline business, if you're online business, it doesn't matter. Like anything you do, all you have to do is concentrate on the customer lifetime value, because in the end of the day, the company who has the biggest customer lifetime value is also the company who has the happiest customers, and also who can spend the most for advertising and has also the biggest reach. And just so to explain, if you don't know what customer lifetime value means, that means the number of, actually the monetary number of dollars your customer gives to you over his lifetime. So for example, you can think this short term, like my customer, if you are a fitness coach, for example, my customer will pay me maybe $2,000 a year, and then you can actually spend on paid advertising not just 50 cents, but you could actually spend like 2,800 Swiss francs for one lead, because you already know, yes, one lead will make me 2,000 francs for sure. So that's actually what I said about paid traffic can be free, because if you already know that your funnel will give you more money out of it than you put into, you can just really milk the cow as long as it goes. So I want to give you 3 steps so you can make the most out of internet traffic. The first step is to create a great solution that changes people's lives. Because you saw the potential is amazing. Yeah, it's almost impossible to tap into that potential. So really think about what do you want to change in people's lives. The second part of it is to build a deep and long-term relationship with your customers. Because like this, you can really build up that customer lifetime value, and you will be the company, you will be the organization that wins in the end, because you are the company who the customers rely to, and you are also the one who can pay the most to get traffic. And the third thing is all you will have to do at the end is tap into the full potential of this thing called internet traffic. And yeah, I hope you have got a lot of it and that you can implement this in your own businesses, in your own organization. And if you follow these 3 steps, I assure you that this is how you will change the world.